ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Hindi na lang sa pangarap ang big stage ng basketball para sa batang Pilipino. Totoo na to dahil eto na ang Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Joel Parcon po kasama si Coach Noy Africa. Live mula dito sa Phil Oil Eco Oil Center sa San Juan upang ihatid sa inyo ang ikatlong laro sa ating triple header ngayong gabi. Nitong opening day ng liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, ang Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Masasaksihan po natin in a while the 14 and under division matchup between the 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants going up against the Malabon Fisher Mall BBSD. And yun na nga, good evening sa inyong lahat mga kaibigan. We are here at Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. The match at hand we have is the 14 and under division between the Quezon City Junior Giants and the Malabon Fisher Mall team. And I'm here with my partner, Coach Noy Africa. Coach, good evening.
So, good evening, Joel. Of course, good evening to all our televiewers. This is going to be the third game between 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants. Itong Malabon Fisher Mall BBSD, they split the first two games. 18 under went to Malabon, 16 under went to Quezon City. So let's see now how itong mga 14 under, ang mga bunso ng bawat teams will fare against each other.
Ayan, so unang-una, tignan muna natin. Coach, ano ba ang tournament format natin para dito sa ating inaugural season ng Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL?
Of course, in each age bracket, we have 22 teams. The 22 teams will be split into two divisions. You have the North and the South. They will play a single round eliminations wherein the top 6 teams will automatically advance to the quarterfinals. Ngayon, yung number 7, number 8, number 9, 10 will figure in a play-in, much like what happens in the NBA. And then, of course, the number 11 team gets eliminated. And then, lahat ng ating playoff series will be a best of 3.
Ayun. So, puntahan naman natin ngayon ang ating light team. So, nakita na natin kanina ang naging laro ng mga masasabing mga kuya ng 8-8 QC Junior Giants. At dito sa laro natin, tingnan natin ang kisig na ipapakita ng mga bunso sa division.
Well, itong 8-8 Junior QC Junior Giants have been seeing action in different recreational leagues around the metro. And dito sa larong to, masusukat natin yung grassroots program so far ng koponan na to, given that this age group pretty much, embodies yung developmental phase of basketball.
At ngayon naman, dadako tayo sa kabilang koponan.
Ito nga, ang Malabon Fisher Mall BBSD, na katulad ng Quezon City Junior Giants ay masasabing built din under the experience of their coach. At this time, it's the tutelage of Baguion Basketball Skills and Development Sports Program. Kumbaga, magkakatalo na lang ngayon sa execution, experience at chemistry for both teams.
Pero bago tayo dumako sa simula ng ating laban, punta muna tayo sa update mula sa ating courtside reporter, ang napakagandang si Miss Arlov de Jesus.
Lahat ay excited na for our third game. For 13 under talaga na challenge ang both teams because of the surprise schedule. Pero kahit ganun daw, they will do their best to finish and win this ball game. Huwag na nating patagalin pa. Let's turn over to our game announcer Gio Cruz to open the starters.
Pacquiao's Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It's the battle between the Quezon City A2A Junior Giants and Malabon Fisher Mall 14 under. And now let's meet the protagonist. First from your Quezon City A2A Junior Giants 14 under. Hot guard wearing jersey number 3, Carlos Vic Toledo. Hot guard wearing jersey number 0, Zal Santos. And at forward wearing jersey number 16, George Antonio. And at forward wearing jersey number 5, Joy Talusan. And at center wearing jersey number 11, Dos Adriano. And now let's meet the Malabon Fisher Mall 14 under. Hot guard wearing jersey number 1, Ken Bagyong. Hot guard wearing jersey number 77, Andres Garcia. At forward wearing jersey number 16, Migs Piñas. At forward wearing jersey number 9, Juke Santos. And at center wearing jersey number 27, Lay Rojas. Welcome to the Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
And we're about just to have started the starters for both teams para dito sa Quezon City A2A Junior Giants. You've got Carlos Victolero, Zael Santos, George Antonio, Jairus Talusan, and Dos Adriano. Samantalang para naman dito sa Malabon Fisher Mall, you've got Ken Bagion, Andres Garcia, Miguel Piñas, Duke Santos, and Lay Rojas. On that first incursion, hindi pumasok yung tira. Misses from both teams here. So, ito yung Malabon Fisher Mall on their offense. And traveling is called. Ball will go back to the Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants.
Well, definitely, as we said in the pre-game, kumbaga, since what we're trying to promote here in the Junior MPBL is developmental basketball, and I think this is pretty much the embodiment, this age, the 14 and under division. You will just see, the level of development for these kids.
More or less, at this age, dito nakikita na magsa-start pa lang talaga sila getting into organized basketball, Coach.
Well, of course, we have to also remember that we just came from, pretty much that global pandemic, and for most of these kids, the time for them to have completely developed their basketball game, early on in their lives, has been stunted by the pandemic. As we see here, an inside basket for 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giant.
That's Rojas from the Malabon Fisher Mall, the big man of Malabon Fisher Mall. So he made the basket and has a bonus free throw here. And Rojas makes good on his extra point. Nagtatawag ngayon ng play si Victolero. They swing it over to the other side. At the corner, Victolero goes up for three. No good. Rebound goes to Fisher Mall, Malabon Fisher Mall. Pero nakawala yung bola, nabalik dito sa white shirts. But no good on that attempt was Adriano.
A little too deep that time for Adriano. Would have been better served pulling that ball out.
Ball is stripped. Tumatapo dito ngayon ang Quezon City. Pass to the back, almost went back to Malabon, pero a foul is called there. Foul
Jersey number 1.
will be called on Baguion.
Ken Baguion. That is first personal foul. 2. Florida Malabon Fisher Mall.
So that's the second team foul for the Malabon Fisher Mall team. Talusan for three. Off to the left. Rebound goes to Fisher Mall. Here's Garcia over to the other side, but it is tipped out and will go back to the white shirts.
Well, as we've seen in the first two games, most of the teams here will be trying to play very, very fast, trying to get into their early offense right away. And of course, we're going to see a lot of teams jacking up three-pointers.
Doon na talaga napupunta ang laro ng basketball ngayon, Coach, no? As another attempt there goes in for Quezon City.
Well, you love how these kids have their floater games going already, even at a young age.
That shot goes nowhere and ball goes back dito. The white shirts underneath, a foul on that shot. Adriano was fouled and will have two shots at the free throw line.
Well, you like how Victolero was able to reward Adriano for rim running that time. Itong mga big men na to, if the more you reward them for running, for rim running, the more gaganahan yan to be the first guy back on offense also.
Adriano is on his first free throw though. And yeah, I do understand what you're saying, Coach. The more you reward them, the more nagaganahan, and it also helps them to produce for their team. Pero doon si Adriano was 0 for 2. Eto ngayon ang Fisher Mall, Malabon. Ball is tipped to their backcourt. Pero nasa kanila pa rin ang possession. 10 seconds to shoot. Baguion fakes the pass but is called for the traveling.
Well, great defense that time for Quezon City, not biting on that pass fake by Baguion, forcing him into a turnover.
So we've got 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The score is 3-2. It's a 1-point lead in favor of Malabon. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang Malabon. But the ball is stolen. Santos over again to the rim running big man Adriano for the lay-in.
Well, you like how itong si Adriano has been very efficient in running, especially on offense.
And we have a report from our courtside reporter, Arlov. What do you got?
After a rough finish against the 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants, 16 under, the Malabon Fisher Mall 13 under will surely pay and get the win again for them. Sabi ni Head Coach Forlan na talagang pinaghandaan nilang Junior MPBL at talaga nag-focus sila sa kanilang mga players para makasunod sa sistema na gusto nila mangyari at para mas lumakas lalo ang depensa. Joel and Coach Noy.
Thank you for that report, Arlov. And ito nga si Coach Froilan, no? Talagang pinaghandaan nila itong Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL by instituting a system for their players.
Well, just imagine the mindset actually also of the coaches, the two coaches we have here. This is their third game coaching already, so different divisions. And kasi for any basketball player, what's key really when you're playing is be able to move on to the next play. Like even if you made something positive, that's going to be as good only in the last play. So in the same way with the coaches, you're only as good as your last game. So even if you like kunyari si Coach Froilan lost earlier in the 16 and under division, this is a totally new ball game. So your mindset just really has to change.
Oo. Hindi mo pwedeng dalhin kung ano yung nangyari dun sa previous game onto the next, especially with the format that we've got here that during the game days, usually isang team or dalawang teams or lang ang naglalaro.
Pretty much, if you're playing in the 14 and under division, 14, 16, 18, magkakasunod yung laro for most of the teams.
And the white shirts have 13 seconds on the shot clock. And platoon swap was instituted by both teams, no? So we have completely new 10 players dito on the court. And there's Aquino underneath for Quezon City.
And actually, coming from that 16 and under division game, na napaka star-studded ng lineup na Quezon City, you just wonder every time, you see familiar surnames. You're just wondering kung mga anak ba to ng mga former PBA players, whoever.
And a timeout is called on the floor. Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the rest of the first quarter. This is Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
And we're back here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Joel Porcon bringing you the ball game alongside my partner Coach Noy Africa. Labanan ng 14 and under para sa Quezon City at Malabon. The score is currently 7-6. It's a 1-point lead para sa Quezon City with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Pass inside is intercepted and a foul will be called.
You can see right now itong Malabon definitely bothered by the zone defense being used here by the team in white, especially when you have a guy like Aquino manning the slot there.
Isa na to sa familiar surnames na sinasabi mo kanina, Coach, na we're just wondering.
We have yet to confirm. But when you look at the build, you look at the number, it's not too far-fetched to assume, but we don't want to assume, so we will get that information in hopefully before the game is over.
And Tanchi here, he made good on his first free throw, and he's 2 for 2.
Now we're also wondering if he's related to Paul Tanchi, who used to play for Ateneo.
So marami na tayong ipatatanong dyan. Here's Malabon missing on that jumper. Nice passing, but that pass was picked off. Tumatakbo dito ang white shirts. De Guzman, he will be fouled.
Well, what you don't like there for the team in white was itong si Hernandez trying to give it off to Gonzalez at the half court where he is not yet a threat to score. But we see a foul here being called on Navera of Malabon.
And De Guzman is successful on that first free throw, increasing their lead to 4, 10-6 with 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Rebound goes to Malabon. Baldoza over to the corner. No good on that baseline jumper, pero nakuha nila ang offensive rebound. Fresh 14 seconds on their clock. That's Sarcalga who is fouled.
Well, one thing I've noticed since our first game earlier, parang ang daming, players are starting to take those middies again. The mid-range jumpers that supposedly is a lost art already.
I suppose na dahan-dahan na rin binabalik ng ating mga skills coaches, no? Yung tinatawag ng sinasabi na lost art of the mid-range jumper.
I think especially for, our younger ballers, you develop the strength to be able to shoot further out. So I think it's just, a step by step, from within the paint. You try to shoot from the mid-range till you extend that range. Sometimes they extend the range all the way to the half court.
Oo. Yun na, nakita natin a couple of times kanina sa mga previous games natin. A couple of our players were actually taking shots already near the logo
From
dito
the
sa
logo,
Phil
that's
Oil
right.
Eco Oil Center. As itong si Aquino was fouled in that previous play by Baldoza, so he's taking 2 free throws. Misses. One clear sign sana kung malalaman natin kung anak siya ni Sir Marlo Aquino, no, is if he would yung gagawin niya yung routine ni Marlo, pero hindi niya ginawa.
Well, actually, one clear proof would have been Marlo being around, but we don't see him in the venue. So, ito, kawawa na naman ang ating ad board, ng ating MP, TV, and Signal Channel 98 ad board.
Yan. Pero matibay naman ang mga yan. Itatayo lang yan. At tatayo din yan. Here's Danchi. Looking for the play to develop. Goes inside himself. No good. That's short. Aquino with a rebound. The ball is tipped out and will stay with Quezon City. And another timeout is called on the floor, this time by Quezon City. Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the last 2 minutes of the first quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
And we're back here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, bringing you the 14 and under matchup between the Quezon City Junior Giants and the Malabon Fisher Mall BBSD. 10 seconds to shoot para dito sa Junior Giants, pero the ball is intercepted. Babalik dito sa Fisher Mall BBSD team. 3-point shot from the corner is good.
So that's the second three-pointer for Malabon. Itong Quezon City still has yet to hit from the outside.
And an interesting thing that was made dito sa in between our timeouts, no? Nag-platoon swap ulit si 8-8 Quezon City. So it's a totally new 5 again on the floor for them, for the white shirts. As with that layup, Macapagal misses.
Well, I think in this tournament, teams are allowed to play 15 players. So in your lineup, you're required to have 5 homegrown players, and you can fill the roster for as long as the kid is within the age bracket.
Ayun. So on that previous offensive attempt, walang nangyari, pero eto ulit, fast break para sa Malabon. The basket and the foul. Foul will be called on Cruz.
The thing that Navera did there was to put Cruz on his back. That way he negated, the height advantage, and it did not help that itong si Cruz kind of tripped at the last minute.
I think kung hindi siya nag-trip, baka walang foul na matawag pa din.
Yeah, that's right. But still, yun nga, Navera just learning how to use his body to shield the basketball and completes that three-point play.
And Malabon has now taken over the lead 12-10 with a little over 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Macapagal directing his teammates, decides to go in himself, but kicks it out at the last second. But Fernandez is called for the traveling.
Not really the best of spacing that time. I think a little bit of miscommunication. I don't think itong si Hernandez was yet to be in a position where he could score. Got the ball too early, called for steps.
So they've got 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Another triple try from Tan. No good this time. Rebound goes to Fernandez. Looking for someone to pass the ball to. There's Macapagal. Over to the other side. Gamboa is fouled at the top of the key.
You can see how tall itong si Gamboa is, and we are in the 14 and under division. Actually, for me nowadays, it's really hard for me to decipher ang age ng bata just by looking at them. Especially when you see kids like itong si Gamboa, you have Aquino.
And even Sir Fernandez is tall for a 14 and under player. As Gamboa misses on that first free throw there. 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter, so the shot clock has been turned off. No good on those two free throws. Clock is running. 2 seconds to go. And at the end of the first quarter, the score is 12-10. It's a 2-point lead in favor of Malabon. Fishermall. And Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the second quarter. This is Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo.
And we're still here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center taking a look at the highlights. So Coach, ano ang kwento natin nung first quarter?
Well, pretty much I think itong team in white in Quezon City trying to focus more on trying to score inside, while itong Malabon nga, because of relatively smaller in height, they're forced to shoot from the outside, and they already have made 2 shots from the outside, and every chance they get, they try to push the ball in transition.
And dito naman sa kabilangan, at the start of the second quarter, Tanchi tried for that 3, but that didn't go. The pass to Aquino was tipped, but he saved it. Back to a teammate, and there's Adriano underneath. He will be fouled on that layup.
Well, for Quezon City, I mean, despite them having the clear height advantage, I think it is the play of Adriano here who could be a key for them, because so far there's been no one from Malabon who has been able to run with him and try to stop him.
All right, and Adriano makes good on that first free throw, drawing closer to Malabon. He's 2 for 2, knotting this game up at 12.
So Quezon City showing full court pressure here. Let's see how Malabon will handle this.
And natawid naman nila ang bola. So ito ngayon, naghahanap sila ng development ng kanilang play. Gamboa at the corner for 3, no good. Rebound is controlled by the white shirts. But the ball is turned over. Back to Malabon, and a foul is called.
So right now, itong Quezon City, that's already their, no, that's only their 5th turnover, while itong Malabon already with 9. So far, itong Quezon City has been taking care of that basketball better than Malabon.
And ito ngayon si number 24, that's Carlo, missing on that triple try, but they get it again. Ball is stolen by Adriano, streaking to the other side, just misses on that layup. On the putback though is Victolero with the 2.
I really like how itong guardian nila na si Victolero going back on defense. Going back on offense, sorry, in transition, cleaning up itong miss ni Adriano.
And that full court press by Quezon City results in a turnover, a steal para sa kanila, and a triple para dito kay Santos.
That's the first conversion here for Quezon City in 5 attempts. This time, Santos. Hindi ko alam kung sinadya, but using the bank that time.
The bank is open on a Sunday as we look at this replay. Inbounding the ball from Malabon. Here's Perucho. Swings it over to the other side. Carlo for the jump, for the floater, no good. Tanchi with the rebound. They're pushing it again. Santos to Victolero for the layup.
Well, this is very scary if Quezon City also is able to run. This will be a big problem here for Malabon.
And rebound, offensive rebound, nakuha dito ni Carlo. Over to the corner, no good. Rebound is controlled this time by Adriano. And itong Malabon has not yet scored dito sa ating second quarter. Samantalang naka 9 points na itong Quezon City. But an offensive foul is called there on Tanchi as Antonio checks into the game for Aquino.
So the past few possessions, itong Malabon being forced to shoot from the outside, well, visibly bothered by the height and length of Quezon City.
And no foul is no call there. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Malabon. And kita talaga ang height advantage nitong Quezon City over Malabon, coach.
Well, that's right. You could see there Antonio just playing proper defense, just putting his hand up, maintaining his verticality, getting a block.
And De Los Reyes, they're saying, what height advantage? Tries for that floater, but it doesn't go in. Rebound goes to Quezon City. Here's Victolero. Goes inside, kicks it out. Tanchi open from the corner. Bounces off. Rebound yet again. Antonio for the putback. No good. Rebound to De Martin. Now here's Perucho. Over to the corner. Open is De Los Reyes, but he decides to give it back to Perucho. They're moving the basketball. De Los Reyes for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Carlo, but he is called for steps.
Well, that's one of the moves that kids really need to learn, you know, how to do and when to do. Yung hop na yan, that pro hop. Actually, even back in my day, referees are very eagle-eyed with that move.
So kailangan talagang sinasanay mo yung sarili mo sa paggawa ng move na yan. As on that offensive attack by Tanchi, the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. And we have a report here from our courtside reporter, Arlo. What have you got?
The 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants is known for their excellent offense at napaalala nga ni Assistant Coach David Banal sa kanilang mga players na laging maging ready sa mga posibleng mangyari sa loob ng court. Basta raw ay magtiwala sa isa't isa at sundin ang game plan na napag-usapan. Joel and Coach Noy.
And thank you for that report, Arlov. So be ready for anything that happens on the court, but stick to the system as much as you can. Yun ang payo para dito sa mga players ng Junior Giants. And so far, they have been taking advantage dito sa, especially dito sa second quarter, Coach.
Actually, nag-stick sa akin dun sa report ni Arlab yung pangalan ng assistant coach David Banal. If I'm not mistaken, this is the brother of Coach Jonathan, anak to ni Coach Koy. And actually, in the 16 and under division, we saw, I believe that was Noah Banal.
Noah Banal.
We're not sure kung saan ba to ni Juan, but Juan Banal was here earlier. So another, well, ito namang basketball talaga, family affair. And you could see even the parents here still sticking it out, watching the games of their sons. Actually, I have a shout out, Daniel Pelesco. Yeah, shout out daw kay Daniel Pelesco. I think the inaanak is, or the son is playing here. I'm just not sure for which team.
So, a stoppage in play right now para ayusin ang Sintas. So the score is 19-12 with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Quezon City on the attack. Jumper from the free throw line for Santos, no good. Rebound goes back to Malabon. Santos. So Santos missed the jumper and Santos got the rebound. Kicks it over to the corner. No good for Garcia. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang Junior Giants.
Wisely pulls it out that time. Itong si Talusan did not have the numbers.
Gets it back at the corner for that mid-range shot. Bounces out. Rebound goes to Garcia. He pulls it back. Santos. Looking to attack. Gets it over to Baguion for three. Off to the right. And itong Quezon City will slow things down just a bit. Ito ngayon. That's the Guzman downstairs pass is tipped out of bounds and will stay with Quezon City.
That pass that time a little too tight, and I did not think that he had the right angle to make that pass. So also for the kids, it's not only seeing your teammates wide open, it's really knowing which pass you can make and, have to create the angles for those passes.
Tama. As that was a good angle for the pass inside to Antonio for the short hook shot. And that pass goes to the white shirts pero nakuha ulit dito ni Garcia. But on that save, babalik pa rin dito sa Malabon ang bola.
Good effort that time for Hernandez trying to save the basketball, just ran out of space.
Inbound for Malabon with 11 seconds on their shot clock. Triple try for Biñas is good.
Well, definitely itong Malabon will need a lot of that. So far in this ball game, 3 out of 25%.
And Hernandez with the ball. Swings it over to the other side. Now the corner. Talusan over to Hernandez. Triple try for De Guzman, no good. Rebound, scramble, goes back to Talusan. Nice additional pass, but no good there for Gonzalez. But he's fouled and will take 2 free throws.
Well, despite the height advantage supposedly that is on the side of Quezon City, ang rebounding battle natin, it's 23-20 in favor of Malabon.
Wow, that's surprising. As Gonzalez misses on that first free throw, they are up still by 6 points, 21-15 with 1.5 minutes to go here in our first half.
Actually, itong Malabon only has 4 field goal conversions, dalawa. Sorry, that's already 5. 5 field goal conversions, 3 of which have come from the 3-point area, dalawa sa 2 points.
As we got a shot there of our crowd who are still here to support the teams. Siguro late dinner na lang to mamaya para sa mga players natin at sa kanilang mga pamilya. As that is a triple para dito kay Santos. bringing Malabon closer, 21-18. It's now just a 3-point lead in favor of Quezon City, 8-8. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang Malabon, but they couldn't, itong si Garcia couldn't hold on to the ball, but they still get it back. Baguion's shot is blocked. And pabalik-balik ang possession dito. No one making a basket. Here's Talusan. Gives it over to the wing. This is a triple try for Hernandez, and it's good.
That's only the second conversion from the outside for Quezon City, and that's a good time for it to come, extending that lead back up to 6 points with 23 seconds remaining in the first half.
Santos over to the corner. This is Baguion for the layup, and it's in.
Good penetration that time for Baguion, using the sidestepping move for the basket.
And this will probably be the last shot of the first half. That's Talusan downstairs to Antonio, and a foul will be called. I believe this will be on Rojas. So since that's just the third team foul para dito sa Malabon, just a baseline inbound. It goes to the corner. Yes! A triple by Hernandez to end the half and extend their lead to 27-20. And this has been the first half of this game between Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants and Malabon Fisher Mall. We will be back. This is the Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
And we're looking at highlights of the first half. Coach, ano ang naging kwento natin nung first half natin?
Well, despite this 7-point advantage here for Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants, itong Malabon actually has been trying to keep in step with them from the 3-point area. They've made more 3-pointers than they made 2-pointers in the first half. 4 conversions from 3, only 3 from 2-point area. Actually, both teams not shooting very well from the field. Malabon only 26%. Quezon City 32%. Rebounding story, surprisingly, Malabon holding on to a 3-rebound advantage despite being the smaller team. Ang problema ng Malabon right now is yung turnovers nga nila. They already have 14 against just 7 for Quezon City, and of those turnovers, itong Quezon City has scored 12 while Malabon with 9 points of turnovers in the first half. It has been Hernandez leading the way for Quezon City with 6 points, followed by Santos with 5, Adriano with 4. While on the other end, it has been Binyas, Garcia, and Rojas with 3 points each. As we see ito nga, I believe this was the buzzer beater 3-pointer coming from Hernandez.
And we're just about ready to start the third quarter. Joel Parcon pa rin bringing you the action alongside my partner, Coach Noy Africa, and the third member of our panel, Arlov De Jesus. As itong Malabon has the first possession. Of course, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ang ating mga sponsors. We'd like to thank Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, The Raid, The Chosen One, and Atlantis 88, our major sponsor. As on that offensive possession, nothing happens para dito sa Malabon Fisher Mall. Santos this time gives it downstairs. Adriano, who opts to go back out. Tanchi. And a 3-second violation will be called on Aquino.
Well, that's really one of the big problems for big men, you know. Hindi ka makakapagtago. There's nowhere to hide, especially when your head is sticking out like that almost over all your defenders. Makikita talaga whenever you, kumbaga, nakatulog ka sa paint.
Oo. And yun, natawagan nga dun si Aquino ng 3-second violation, and dito naman matatawagan ng loose ball foul Itong si Sapo ng Malabon Fisher Mall.
So Malabon with their own version of a 2-to-1 zone press.
Oo, so tingnan natin ha with the Quezon City Junior Giants will adjust as Adriano tries a corner three, no good. Tanchi with a ball, he's blocked. And finally, itong si Sapo gets the ball for Malabon. Nice pass, pero it was a little off as Victolero will sail for that fast break layup.
For a split second there, si Victolero was thinking of handing it over to Tanchi, but he felt like, you know, it would just delay everything, just went all the way to the rim for another fast break point here for Quezon City. Already 13, sorry, only their 7th fast break point, only 3 for Malabon.
And eto ngayon si Navera giving it over to Sapo inside, but no good there. They still have 8 seconds on their shot clock. Perucho, his pass is ticked off. Pero si Adriano couldn't hold on to the ball as he was getting over to their side of the court, and possession will go back to Malabon.
I think Adriano knew that he should have given up that basketball, showing some signs of frustration here for his decision making on that play.
Oh, and maganda naman yung nakita mo dun na yung coach nila, kinausap din siya ng mabilisan. Huwag kang masyado ma-frustrate. Think of the next play.
But you know, some of the kids actually use their emotions as a fuel. You know, they play with that emotional chip on their shoulder, and as they grow up, you know, they learn how to control that. But it's not really something out of the extraordinary to see kids showing frustration for, you know, mistakes that they make on the court.
And on that play, the ball goes out of bounds and will go back to Malabon. Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Coach. Yeah, masyadong emotional minsan, madalas yung ating mga younger players. And it takes a bit of growing up and maturity para matuto silang i-control.
Well, I think that's also the role, you know, that's where the parents come in to be able to process these emotions. And I think that's why, you know, when you watch games ng 18 and under, hindi ganun karami yung parents eh. I mean, they don't need to watch live because siguro for maybe the past 6-7 years, they've done nothing but watch their kids play. But ito nga, mga 14 under, 16 under, even, you know, in the younger brackets, that's where you see most of the parents really watching live at the venue.
And on that play, a foul will be called on Aquino. And si Sapo will go to the free throw line for 2. The score is currently 29-20 with 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 8-point lead in favor of Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants.
Actually, itong Malabon, that was only their 7th attempt from the free throw line, only making 3. But ito ang Quezon City, despite having more attempts, 16, only hitting on 6 of those.
Foul, but no basket there. Almost went in para dito sa kay Navera. So he will go to the free throw line, hoping to get 2 points.
That is first personal foul. Penalty for the Quezon City Junior Giants.
Actually, before that conversion, both teams shooting 37% from the free throw line. But now, ito nga, 4 out of 9 for Malabon.
So 44% na sila, Coach.
Make that 5 out of 10. Hinintay ko yun. Mas madali yun, 50%.
50% na sila. So, with over 6 minutes to go, penalty na itong Quezon City. This does not bode well para sa Quezon City.
Well, this is something that Malabon can try to take advantage of here.
And on that offensive possession, hindi nakapasok itong Quezon City. Pero sa kabila, ito si Sapo with that layup.
So this is a good start here for Malabon in the third quarter, really just putting on the pressure on defense and getting back-to-back fast break points.
Yun, itong si Sapo hoping to lead his team dito sa third quarter as the pass is finally controlled by nitong si Mariano. But the pass is picked off and goes out of bounds. So substitutions are going to happen as this is that layup by Sapo. That was his second layup. Ang ganda nung pinapakita niya right now.
Quezon City Junior Giants.
And we have a report from Arlov. Arlov, take it away.
The 8-2-8 Quezon City Junior Giants 13 under respond for their excellent offense. At kita-kita that they are doing their best to win their first ball game from the first half and now in second half. They really make use of every single advantage that they can get. Joel and Coach Noy?
Thanks for that report, Arlov. And so every advantage that they can get. So do we foresee that they're going to try and take more advantage of that height difference para sa kanila, Coach?
Well, I think that's really their bread and butter, especially in this ball game. But right now, that offense has bogged down, only scoring 2 total points in the third quarter, while itong Malabon already with 7.
Para nabaliktad yung nangyari noong second quarter, no, when they actually scored 9 straight points. Pero ito, that triple for itong si number 16 ng Quezon City.
No, I think that is number 18,
Number
Gonzalez.
18, Gonzalez, there you go.
30 seconds offensive violation.
So Garcia will check back into the ball game, replacing itong si Sapo, who has been doing pretty well. So well-deserved rest para dito kay Sapo.
Well, especially since they're trying to play faster here. You know, we expect the rotation of people here for Coach Froilan Bagayon to be faster as they force yet another turnover.
And that was the Guzman with the offensive foul. As Aguilar checks into the ball game para dito kay Navera.
Ball possession for the Malabon official.
Here's Santos.
So if I'm not mistaken, that's already 7 turnovers here for Quezon City in the third quarter.
Oh, wow. As that triple try doesn't go para dito kay Carlo. And possession goes back to the white shirts, Talusan. Back to the Guzman. Talusan, he will try a three. Yes!
And just like that, with substitutions here for Quezon City, they hit 2 3-pointers, one from Hernandez and one from Talusan.
Santos is foiled on that hook attempt, and here's Hernandez on the other end, and that goes. And a warning will be issued here for delaying the game as Cruz and Biñas enter the ball game for Malabon for Perucho and Rojas.
Well, actually, the one who hit a 3-pointer earlier was Gonzalez, and this guy who just converted on a fast break layup is Hernandez.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for that clarification, Coach. As Malabon trying to get closer here. They're currently down by 10, 37-27. That floater doesn't go for Carlo. And he gives up a foul on the other end.
Foul on jersey number 24.
So I will correct myself. I've been calling him Carlo pero Aguilar pala talaga siya. Ang nandito kasi sa ating live stats ay Zion Carlo.
Zion Carlo Aguilar, I would suppose. Yeah.
And on that outside shot, hindi pumasok para sa white shirts. Bola babalik dito sa Malabon. And it goes that corner three for Garcia.
Definitely for Malabon, it's really important for them to hit from the outside, especially, to try and stretch out that defense nitong Quezon City.
And inside with a layup is Hernandez.
At that time, showing the porous defense nitong Malabon inside.
That pass inside for Malabon is picked off as Hernandez goes up. He's blocked but gets the rebound, but he's called for traveling.
That time, Thomas Hernandez had nowhere to go. Caught dancing to the wrong song.
And Tan entering the ball game for Malabon. Aguilar swings it over to Tan. They give it to the corner. Viñas, yes!
Fly-by move that time from Viñas. Cuts the lead down to just 6 points.
With 1.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Talusan over to De Guzman. To the other side, hindi mahawakan nitong si Gonzalez. Finally, the ball is with Hernandez. And that is Antonio for the jumper. No good. Walang kumuha ng bola until finally nakuha nitong si Viñas. But his forward pass goes out of bounds.
Yung forward pass niya sideward. Going straight to the sideline that time.
Forward, sideward.
Forward, sideward, outside.
Yeah. So babalik na ang bola dito sa white shirts. Talusan. Gives it inside. Antonio, he is bothered by several Malabon players and will step out of bounds and ball will go back to Malabon Fisher Mall. And another platoon swap para dito sa Quezon City. Ito ang harassment na ginawa ng pagharas na ginawa ng Malabon, forcing itong si Antonio to go out of bounds. As Malabon tries to break the pressure of the white shirts. Counter pressure naman sila when Quezon City got the ball, and this results in a jump ball.
And I think this has been the five that has performed quite well for Quezon City. Tanchi, you have Victoler, you have Adriano, you have Aquino, and number 0 for Quezon City, Santos.
Victolero goes up. He is fouled. And the foul will be called on Viñas. And Victolero will go to the line for two.
Well, I think for Malabon, they have yet to find that 5 that's going to work wonders for them. They've made an early run in the third quarter, but ito nga sinagot agad ng Quezon City.
So, hindi rin talaga na-push ng Malabon yung kanilang run para mas lalong lumapit dito sa Quezon City. As Victolero is ready to take his second shot and makes it. The score is now 40-33, 7-point lead para sa Quezon City with a little over 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Going inside was Cruz, but he was blocked by Aquino. And despite getting the offensive rebound, he is called for traveling. At mukhang may iniinda siya ng konti as he went down.
Yeah, I think he twisted his ankle there.
And let's take a look at this replay. Goes up and he's met there by Aquino and he's blocked. But he still got the rebound. Pagbalik niya, he wanted to go back in. Nope. But he probably twisted his ankle.
Well, actually, itong si Aquino statistically only has 2 blocks, but I think really just countless numbers of altered shots.
And we'll take a quick break here as we assess kung anong nangyari dito sa Malabon player. Atlantis 8-8, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL will be back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Back here in the ball game. Good thing. Thus, with 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Steal para dito sa Malabon pero natawagan ng traveling. So with 9 seconds to go, it's a 7-point lead para dito sa Quezon City Junior Giants.
Well, you see there itong si Aguilar, despite showing frustration in his face for that turnover. Coach Froilan Baging just clapping it off. It's okay, move on.
5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Going up for the floater, no good. And that will be it for the third quarter. The score is 40-33. It's a 7-point lead para sa Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants. And Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the fourth quarter. This is the Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
And quarter. So, Coach, ano ang nangyari sa ating third quarter?
Well, definitely guys like Hernandez and Gonzalez checking in the third quarter to try and arrest that impending run nitong Malabon, but definitely I think so far they have been able to answer all the runs being made here by Malabon, but there's still a lot of time here, and I think Malabon just needs to make a lot of stops and try and contain guys like Hernandez, Victolero, Santos, who have been leading the way for the team in white so far in this ball game.
And we're just about ready to start the fourth quarter. Again, pasalamatan natin ang ating mga sponsors. Viva de Hotel and Resorts, Ora Ada, The Raid, The Chosen One, Atlantis 8-8, our major sponsor. And on that play, itong si Baguion is fouled.
Foul on jersey number 0.
And immediately being summoned by Coach Froilan.
And we've got a report from Arlo in a little bit, as she is probably trying to find out kung anong nangyari dun sa isang player natin ng Malabon. And as itong si Baguion is getting ready to take 2 free throws. Arlo, what have you got?
Update lang po kay Zay Cruz na he's feeling better naman po pero hindi na po siya makapasok this quarter, and papahinga na po muna siya, and that's all po. Back to the panel.
Thank you for that update, Arlov. So itong Malabon is 1 player down. Someone, a big man pa. No, a big man, a player that they need if they want to match itong height advantage ng Quezon City.
Well, it's a long tournament, Joel, so I think you can always err in the side of caution and choose to just let the player heal.
Tama ka dun, Coach. As Baguion goes for 3, it's a little off to the right, and hindi lang nahawakan ni Sarcauga ang rebound. And giving up a foul is Sapo on that rebound play.
Well, that's a common younger player mistake. Whenever you miss on a, you know what is a bad shot eh. When you miss a bad shot, the first instinct is try to get the ball back, and more often than not results in a useless foul.
Oo, kasi merong ano eh. Yan yung sinasabi mo na frustration, coach, na parang nagkamali ka. So gusto mong makuha ulit kaagad ang possession. And you overcompensate. Usually nagfa-foul ka. As itong Malabon gets a steal, goes on the fast break with a layup.
Perfect lead pass that time, and itong si Navera converting in transition.
Aquino drops it off to his other big man, si Antonio, pero natawagan doon ng violation.
I don't think you want to give Aquino the ball from that far off and try to make him create, decide on a play, to create a play for his teammate, and that time a turnover for Quezon City.
The score is still 40-36. 4-point lead para dito sa Quezon City. 8-8 Junior Giants over Malabon Fisher Mall. Sapo misses on that shot but gets the putback anyway.
Good patience that time for Sapo, despite missing on the initial under goal stab, being able to get the rebound and score.
And as itong Quezon City was breaking the press, tumatakbo dito si Adriano. He tried to get it to his teammate on the other side, pero ball is tipped out and will stay with the white shirts.
And right now, Malabon starting off the fourth quarter like they started no ating third quarter right now. 5 points for them already, none for Quezon City.
And it has been itong si Sapo, no, who showed the way noong third quarter, and looks like siya ngayon ang aasahan nitong Malabon Fisher Mall as Gonzalez is called for the traveling violation.
So far, that defense for Malabon has been holding up in the first 2 minutes ng ating fourth quarter. Lead is down to just 2 points.
Sapo gives it to his teammate pero na-overshoot na lang yung kanyang layup. Eto ngayon si Navera for the layup. Tying this ball game at 40 all with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're Quezon City, the last thing you want is to keep your eyes off itong si Navera. Once again, stripping the ball there and quick transition to offense. See that steal, and Navera going all the way for the easy basket.
And ito ngayon ang point guard ng Quezon City, si Victolero. Looking for someone to pass it, gives it up to Gonzalez, who goes up and is fouled with a basket.
I feel like yung offense ng 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants just becomes more efficient, more in control whenever it's Victolero trying to run that offense.
Oh. So point guard na Victolero again.
Yeah,
Mapapaisip
reminds
ka.
me of Chito Victolero, who is now coaching in the pros.
Mintis doon sa bonus free throw itong si Gonzalez, so it is just a 2-point lead para dito sa Junior Giants. Triple try for Perucho is off. Rebound goes to the Guzman. He's running. He's up against 3 Malabon players and his pass is tipped out of bounds and will stay with Quezon City. So pinagpahinga na ulit dito si Sapo. We'll see how their offense will fare as this is Baldoza who misses on that layup.
Great defense there from Adriano.
Ito ulit ngayon, Victolero for Quezon City. Gives it up to Adriano. His pass a little short pero nakuha pa rin ni Adriano. Over to the corner. Yes! Para kay Talusan.
Si Talusan already with 7 points. A big three-pointer extends that lead to 5 points.
A miss on that layup para dito sa Malabon as Adriano is ahead and gets that layup.
So once again, itong Quezon City answering the run here for Malabon, extending the lead to 7 points.
Susubok mula sa 3, hindi pumasok, isa pang tira, hindi pa rin, at finally nakuha na ng Quezon City. Victolero looking ahead but opting to slow it down. He's up against Baldoza. Victolero over to the corner. Talusan swing extra pass to De Guzman for 3. Off. Rebound goes to Baldoza. Tatakbo ulit dito ang Malabon. Navera inside, kicking it out. Up top, Baldoza will be called for the traveling.
Great closeout that time from Rojas, forcing that violation.
As ito ngayon, si Sapo will check back into the ball game. And we're now checking out the crowd that we've got. Still here to support itong ating 14 and under teams from Quezon City and Malabon. Victolero setting the play up. Gives it to his big man Adriano, who wants to go inside. Spins, but is called for the travel. And a couple of substitutions para dito sa Quezon City.
Thomas Hernandez
Hernandez checks into the ball game.
for Miguel de Guzman.
So itong si Hernandez has been the outside sniper para dito sa Quezon City. He did make that buzzer-beating triple to end the first half as Victolero is off and running, uses his speed, and gets the layup.
Well, I don't think there's anyone on this floor who can keep up with Victolero.
And over in the corner, Viñas misses. Rebound goes to Talusan. And Victolero again wants to set things up. Goes inside himself, but misses on the layup. Tatakbo ulit dito ang Malabon. Ahead was Viñas for a second, but masyado malakas yung pasa.
It's a very crucial juncture of the ball game. 4:50 remaining. I think it's really just one run here for Quezon City could put the ball game away. So Malabon will really need to be careful, and that's a good stop there coming from Santos.
That was Sapo, coach. And a timeout is called as we have the PBA legend, no, the Philippine basketball legend, Philip Cesar, on your screen. So Coach Noy and I will be back to bring you the final 4 minutes and 41 seconds of the fourth quarter. This is Atlantis 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. As we're back here, we're still at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan, taking a look at some of the supporters of the two teams. The game is still between the Quezon City Junior Giants and Malabon Fisher Mall. The score is currently 49-40, a 9-point lead for the Junior Giants, who have possession of the ball with 16 seconds on their shot clock. Talusan inbounding the ball, gives it up to Antonio, gets it back at the corner. He made a shot from there a while ago. Opts to give it up to Adriano. He will take the three. Off to the right. Rebound. Goes to Victolero. Underneath. It's short. Goes to Antonio for the putback.
Very fundamental putback there coming from Antonio. No flash whatsoever. Got the ball. Just went back up and extends the lead to 11 points.
And scramble for the loose ball there. A foul will be called based on his reaction. Mukhang dito kay Adriano.
Foul, jersey number 11.
And
Dos
with
Adriano.
4 minutes and 14 seconds to go, 11 points. Still a long time, a lot of time for Malabon to bring this game closer, wouldn't you say, Coach?
Well, definitely they're gonna have to make a run real soon. The time is not really on their side right now.
Dan gives it over to the wing. That three is short. It goes out of bounds and will go back to Quezon City.
Quezon City possession.
Showing a little bit of pressure here. In the backcourt is Malabon. They're gonna need to force the same turnovers that they were forcing early in the third and fourth quarter.
As we have another shoelace stoppage. Talusan will inbound the ball. That's Hernandez. Over to Santos. Ball is back with Talusan. And they finally give it to their point guard, Vic Toledo, who's got 10 seconds to work. He has a two-man game with Antonio. Gives it over to the corner. That was Hernandez missing on the three. And ball is tipped out of bounds and will go back to Malabon.
Well, that has been the shot that they have been setting up itong si Hernandez, and unfortunately missing that time.
As Sapo attacks, but his pass is tipped off. But that pass naman ni Vic Toledo was too strong. Goes out of bounds. Si Santos couldn't catch the ball.
Too strong and too high that time for Vic Toledo.
For Carlos Victorio.
And eto ngayon ulit. Oh, on that pass by Sapo, he was expecting a teammate to be there at half court. Pero nakuha ito ng white shirts. Talusan. Gives it up. Again, they're looking for that corner shot. But the layup doesn't go there. They get it back. Santos, other corner, doesn't go. But rebound to De Guzman and in.
Well, despite that rebound story, not that far off. 42 rebounds for Quezon City, 40 for Malabon. I mean, the key offensive rebounds here in the fourth quarter have gone the side of 808 Junior Giants, and for Malabon, I think that's really something that they have to look at.
And etong Malabon is looking at a 13-point deficit right now with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. They go to the corner. The layup doesn't go in. Rebound, still no good. And finally, etong Quezon City controls the ball. Santos goes inside. His layup is foiled and he might be feeling the cramps. Aguilar over to the right wing. They swing it over to the other side. Aguilar gets it again up top and gets a basket and a foul for a rare opportunity at a 4-point play.
Well, that's always a mortal sin in any level of basketball. Fouling a three-point shooter. Thomas Hernandez, despite having a very good game, leading his team with 10 points. That could be a crucial foul there.
So, eto ngayon si Aguilar completes that 4-point play. And it's now just down to a 9-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Press results in a steal, but the layup doesn't go para dito sa Malabon. Tumatakbo ulit dito ang Quezon City. De Guzman over to Hernandez, and there you go for the putback is Santos. And a steal there again by Quezon City by Tanchi. Hernandez with a layup and increases this lead up to 13, 57 to 44. On that offensive attack, a foul is called. It will be on a Quezon City Junior Giant player.
Foul on jersey number 27.
That's
Miguel de Guzman.
Miguel de Guzman
That is his third
picking
personal
up his
foul.
third personal foul.
Penalty for the Quezon City Junior Giants.
And the Junior Giants are now in the penalty. 2 free throws para dito kay Santos.
Santos.
And another steal para dito sa Malabon, and Santos with the lay-in.
Still some time here, 9-point lead with 1:30, but they're gonna have to create more turnovers here.
And I think traveling ang tawag doon.
Well, Malabon has shown that they can play defense, especially, pressure defense, and be able to force turnovers. But I think, it's a matter of consistency for them. While for Quezon City naman, despite having a 9-point lead with 1:20, they have just really turned the ball over too much. 27 turnovers. Not doing so well also is Malabon, turning the ball over 30 times.
As itong Quezon City with Tanchi bringing down the ball, he will be fouled under all that pressure.
Foul, jersey number 3, Paul Navarro.
Well, actually, I just realized the guy we've been focusing on, I think twice already, the guy in gray is Gamboa, who played for Mapua. I believe even played in even be playing in the MPBL for now, and really a look-alike. Hindi ko alam kung kapatid ba to. Of course, Gamboa is the son of Alan Gamboa, who used to play in the pros.
And that lead is now back up to 17 with under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Patuloy ang pressure na pinapakita ng Malabon. They pick up a foul, which will now mean 2 free throws para dito kay Tanchi.
That is his fourth personal foul. Penalty.
I believe this is the Quezon City delegation for the 14 and under, supporting the kids all the way to, it's already 8:15 in the evening.
So siguro masarap ang magiging dinner.
Oh, that's for sure.
Mga families na to.
And especially food tastes even better after a victory. And right now they are up by 7 points with 53 seconds remaining.
And jump ball.
Ball will stay with Quezon
Stay
City.
with Quezon City kasi both teams nag-lane violation doon. And a timeout on the floor. Coach Noy and I will be back for the final 53 and 53.1 seconds nitong fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat
Royal Center for the Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. With less than a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, it's a 7-point lead para sa Quezon City Junior Giants. Inbound para sa Quezon City, Gamboa loses the ball, pero na-recover nitong si Macapagal. Macapagal wanted to give it to Fernandez, but Fernandez is called for steps.
That's going to be turnover number 30 for Quezon City. So both teams turn the ball over 30 times each.
Medyo nagmamadali dito ang Malabon. Going inside is Aguilar. And it's just a 5-point lead with 36 seconds to go. Mathematically possible pa, Coach?
Well, definitely, since itong Quezon City has not really been shooting that well from the foul line, only 33%, 7 out of 21. So if Malabon can string up some baskets here and force Quezon City to play the free throw shooting game, I think there's still some time here.
Aguilar makes good on that bonus free throw, cutting that lead down to 4. The lead pass goes to Adriano. They give it over to Victolero. Victolero gives it up.
They can still foul here.
Oh, and no foul call there. Adriano, corner 3, off, rebound. Goes to Aguilar. He might want to take the 3, but it's short. And with 9.8 seconds to go, it's a 4-point lead para dito sa Quezon City.
Well, with time running down, Aguilar did not really have much of a choice there but to try to shoot from the 3-point area. But, you know, still a good showing here for Malabon. Just a better team effort coming from Quezon City.
And at the end of the ball game, it is a 4-point win para sa Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants over the Malabon Fisher Mall, 57-53. And that will be it for this ball game. After that second quarter, Coach, there was that second quarter 9-0 run to start that second quarter that really sparked the lead para dito sa Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants, no? Despite the shooting para dito sa Malabon, nasagot din ng Junior Giants bawat run na ginagawa ng Malabon.
Well, they pretty much sat on the cushion that they made, as you said, in that pivotal second quarter run. Any run being made by Malabon, they just tried to answer it each and every time, and they came away with this 4-point victory.
And now we're going to turn you over to our courtside reporter with our best player of the ball game. Take it away, our love.
Kasama ko ngayon ang kauna-unahang best player of the game from 13 under Thomas Hernandez. Congratulations. We are all curious. Ano nga ba ang laging payo sa inyo ng mga coaches bago maglaro?
Everything starts with defense, and before mag-offense kami, we should try our best first sa defense para mag-work yung offense namin.
Exactly. May gusto ka bang batiin at pasalamatan?
Thank you sa mga coaches ko, sa family ko sa pagsuporta sa Bulacan, sa mom side and sa dad side ko.
Congratulations, Thomas. And now back to the panel.
It has been truly a fruitful opening day for us at sana po nag-enjoy kayo sa ating mga laro. At sana po wag po kayong magsawa sa pagsuporta. Umpisa pa lamang po yun. Sa ngalan po ng bumubuo ng production team, si Direk Nori Uy, si Coach Noy Africa, our analyst and our courtside reporter at the sidelines, our Love De Jesus. This has been Joel Parcon, and this has been the Atlantis 8-8 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. See you around.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.